Shenge Entertainment, we are back for yet another episode. Today is another Friday. We are back with yet another episode. Friday morning, every day, 7:30 in the morning. And as always, I am Usimpiwe Butelez and I am with my brother.
Welcome to another episode, Sisi. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode. It's another Friday. My name is Ngebo_Shanga on Instagram, Ngebo Shanga on Facebook, but you can call me Ngebo Shange, the cool dude. Welcome to another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.
Make sure you ring that notification bell.
Dog, this is another episode. We've been having a lot of fun these days with our podcast. With the other podcast where we talked about what men want. The other one is the power of starting over. Thank you guys for the comments that you've been putting on the sections there on YouTube. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Definitely.
Thank you guys.
And don't stop supporting us on all of our social platforms. And we're also growing our business as well. We'll be launching something very new.
Definitely. We are doing a whole bunch of different things right now. We are turning things up. We are changing the way we are doing things, and it is all going to be documented right here on Shenge Entertainment.
This ain't a crap, bro.
Usho a crap umlando.
Why went to Mlando dog on the Mlando challenge?
Never. Apparently, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Apparently that's twerking.
How do you call it twerking though?
No. Apparently I stand corrected.
No, just because we play coffee said we're twerking, so he's saying
no. But if the kadunk keeps on,
it was moving sideways. It wasn't moving up and down.
No, it's moving down.
Hey. No, I was compensate manji.
No, I don't want.
So guys.
No. Right, all right. Moving right along. Okay. Not just women twerk now. Men twerk as well.
No, Eva,
it is twerking.
No. I know you say moving right along and you go back to the point, right?
No. What I'm trying to get to is this. Okay?
No, but Ema, it's not really twerking, because if you generalize twerking is moving your butt up and down. I know we're not going to give it much airtime, but it's moving your butt up and down. But with Umlando, it's moving your hips. You're just moving your hips, and your hips are moving.
And your hips are connected to?
Guys, okay, please tell us on the comment section that is it twerking if you do the Mlando challenge.
I say it's twerking, he says it's not.
I'm not saying it's just...
No, you saying you're not, I'm saying it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not when you say it is.
Yeah, I'm saying it is, you're saying it's not.
No, let's move on right along. How was your week though?
My week was good, man. I had a pretty chilled, halfway busy week.
Yeah.
We here.
No, we have another beautiful episode for you guys. We just want to say we had a chilled week this week, right?
This week wasn't so bad, to be honest.
But we just want to say thank you very much for tuning in and leaving your comments on your comment section. Even actually for the guys that noticed that we did something different with our setup.
Little changes. Guys, we're going to get this podcast to where you guys need it to be. Just give us enough time. Be patient with us. Sieza.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
Yeah, but I just want to start. Let me start this, right?
All right. Okay, sharp. Go back.
I know we talked about, in the other episode we talked about what men want. Right?
All right.
Okay. We talked about it very much with what men want. But go a bit deeper, right?
All right.
Is the things that we talked about on what men want, what is sufficient in a relationship at the time? So, for example, men said they want to be heard.
All right.
Is it what is sufficient in a relationship? Because now we have to think about, is it good enough for a relationship? As a man, how would you define a relationship?
Okay, a relationship is about two people working together to achieve a common goal, which is ultimately getting together and building a relationship, which ultimately leads to building a life together. So now, question is, I'm giving you another question.
Yeah.
Do you think, at what age do you think you should start dating with purpose?
Okay. This is over controversial. You cannot be dating with purpose in your teens. When you're dating,
what are you
what are you doing? You need to be focusing on your education.
What's in?
So to date with purpose is, I do believe, even in varsity, you still finding yourself as a human being. Because the main folk, I do really say this. In your teens, you should be figuring yourself out and who you are.
Yeah.
Before you can even find yourself in a relationship with another human being. So ukusiza umuntu out there who's watching, to date with purpose, it actually starts when you're in the varsity years. Because you're starting to get into the age of maturity. Let's say, for example, for bar mitzvah, you know, in Judaism, bar mitzvah starts, Judaism, the bar mitzvah is at what age? 16, right?
Yeah.
So if the bar mitzvah is at 16, what does it say? It says that at the age of 16, that's when you start to become that human being that you discovering yourself, and you start becoming the human being that you want to be in your adult years. But then that coming of age, we're saying to Zulu, 21 memulo.
Yes, that's the one.
21.
That's the one.
So Masufia Umemulo, 21. That's where I don't say there's an age necessarily, but when you start hitting the 19, 20, 21 years, that's when you can start dating in purpose. Now, here's my question. Do you think, with my point that I've said, that the age of 19, 20, 21 is a good time to start dating with purpose?
Truth is, 19, 20, 21, you're still trying to discover yourself. You're still trying to discover who you are.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, even in your life,
Vele, we are fabula.
Yeah, you're still trying to
high
make
school,
sense of a lot of
get a
things.
university.
Let me say this. If you're still in those ages, early 20s, what I can say is you'll be a completely different person once you get to your late 20s, even to your 30s. Because as people, we are constantly changing. So I'd say this. Start dating once you start working.
Okay.
Yes, that's a bit
No.
But once you start working, because now you at that point, you know who you are. You know what you want. You know the type of lifestyle you're working towards. You have a direction.
Can I say something? Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
We ask for those guys that tune in that are younger generation. We ask dating. Mauti, you should start dating when you are younger. When you're working, not younger. Sorry. When you're working. The reason why Simpiwe is saying this is because ukjola noma ukdata noma being in a relationship kuhamba nemali.
Definitely kuhamba
So
certain
makuhamba nemali kuhamba nama responsibilities within the relationship. So going to ukdata, mawuthi Simpiwe, I can justify it and say mawuthi wena dog, if we're dating and data only the better it's because we understand relationships require money.
Yes. I wasn't necessarily speaking about money, but money is an important factor in a relationship.
I mean, without money,
personally, not necessarily your partner.
No.
But it helps in the sense of if you want to do certain things, or if you want to build towards. Unfortunately, the kingdom we live in is a kingdom. Yasemhlabeni is a worldly kingdom, it's an earthly kingdom, and kunezinto ey'dingakalayo in that kingdom. And unfortunately, kunezinto ey'dinga you need to get a place to stay. You need to pay for marriage if you decide to get married. You need to start a future, build a future of this person. So, unfortunately, okay, let me say this. In a relationship, with a society that is now changing, with women getting stronger in terms of financial muscle. Truth is, women are starting to be in a position where they are stronger than men. Because most companies now, they're starting to prioritize women when they are starting to hire. So now, would you say that, okay, true or false, that change in terms of financial and economical structure creates a ripple effect or a domino effect into other avenues in terms of dating? In terms now, traditionally, the man was the stronger one in terms of finances in a relationship. But then now, you'll find more and more women getting stronger financially. That means less men are now able to
approach.
I've realized, the more money a woman has, the less men are able to approach.
Awuthi ngihlasele leyo point. Okay. Here's the thing, bro.
Right?
The better earning a female, the less they feel they need a man.
Right? Okay, come on.
So, because I hope I don't get cancelled with this.
Cancel it.
Hey, don't cancel me. Hey.
Right.
The more the female has money, the less they see the value in a man.
Right.
But if a man has more earnings than a female, the more he feels like he needs stability from a woman.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Gabs is too excited. We got like how many minutes? 10 minutes, okay. 5 minutes. 5
Right,
minutes.
yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know how long we have. We might just go long, but
No.
But-
Come back, swallow more. Come back.
so dating is very important here. When you guys communicate, even if a female is earning more or a male is earning more, you communicate within that relationship the things that are needed and the things that are not needed specifically for the relationship. So if a woman earns more than a man, it should not be a factor. But if it is, then there needs to be a discussion on how to go around that of being Uti, the woman is earning more than a man. Does it make sense?
I say this. I'm willing to take that a step further.
Yeah.
And say this. If certain things are a factor when a person is unable,
Yeah.
and you find yourself in a relationship where certain things do not really correspond with the into oyicabanga or into oyifunayo.
Yeah.
Phuma kusele. I think it saves you and the other person stress.
Iman, to differentiate with you, right? Excuse me. If you are quick to leave, okay.
No.
If you are quick,
ukuthi ufunani.
angeke uzukumele lokho.
Yeah, uzazi uyazokumele uphume. Because uma ubekezelela into owazi ukuthi ngeke uyimele, uzohethe lomunye, uhethe nawe. Akushishe kucace se-early kuhlukane.
Guys, please help us in the comments.
No, what do you think? Okay, what do you think?
Okay, you know what I say? Khona izinto ongakwazi ukuzibekezelela mase khona izinto engeke uzikwazi ukuzibekezelela.
Sengisho mina masubonile kulezi ongayithandi.
Let's say for example le mali.
Yeah.
Ukuthi ukuthitha kabi mayinemali umuntu wesifazane. Asithi umuntu wesifazane unemali engaphezulu. I'm using it as an example, not saying it is true or not saying it's the final pinnacle. But let's say for example in this case, case in point, that's my point. In this case, if we're using a female earns more than a man,
yeah.
In this case, uphatha kabi just because earn more. Because the first thing I would treat her as if you are not enough, as if you can't afford yourself. And her. Mase ekutreat kabi. If ungeke ukumele lokho, the only way you can tell what you get ukumele is if you've already tried to address the issue.
Okay.
You've addressed the issue.
Let me ask you this.
You addressed the issue.
Wakashange.
Team, yes.
When? Wakashange.
Yeah.
What is a relationship? Before we can look at zonke lezi izinto, what is a relationship? You asked me the same question. What is the sole purpose? What is the main reason for building a relationship, for starting a relationship? Once you get to, let's say, 30 and above.
Bazalwane nabonke abantu abangaphandle. There's what I'm going to notify you. Okay. Why people get into relationships. There's one thing that people get into relationships is because they need companionship.
Okay.
Companionship is the key. You need somebody that you are able to go through the most difficult moments together. That's the most fun moments together. The most in between moments together. And as well, khona lento physical empty between two people. Then engeke uzuyithole kumndeni, engeke uzuyithole kwabangani, uzoyithola kwi-companion. Now, that's what I'm saying, it's companion. Companionship. Guys, you have to tell me that I'm not speaking lies. I need some confidence to say it's companionship. Yabo. So it's companionship. So the first thing is that you want to go through life not alone.
Okay.
And then that's where the key is, companionship. You want to go through life with somebody. Because if you don't go through life with somebody, it means that you're not doing something right in life.
Does companionship go hand in hand or parallel with our snap, the word just slipped my mind, okay? Compatibility.
It's very important.
What is compatibility?
Compatibility is saying that if I say Simpiwe, oh, sorry. If I say the sky is blue and my partner says the sky is blue, that's compatibility. If I say the sky is red and then say the sky is green, I think we're compatible. There's sometimes we have to notice that there's some people that are just not compatible.
But then now,
companionship is very important with compatibility. Let me say this. Let me be controversial. There are certain types of people that you can never be compatible with. And people should start realizing that if you are not compatible with this human being, rather not hurt yourself even longer by continuing in that relationship, because the compatibility will get worse. Because God is in this azozenza ezizokutriggerisha.
I want episode singayiqhuba but sengivala. Sengivala nceba. I'll ask you one question, sengivala.
Yeah.
How much of the relationship should be led by the brain and how much should be led by the heart? Percentage-wise. Remember, you only have 100%. So how much of that 100% should be led by the brain and how much of that should be led by the heart?
Don't quote me. But 80% should be led by the brain. And 20% should be led by the heart.
So you're trying to tell me that feelings are not as important as being rational in a relationship?
Feelings are fickle. Feelings are fickle. When I say feelings are fickle, feelings can lie to you.
Okay.
Because within that, to close. Feelings, like for example, you might say to a person, I feel them in terms of love, but it's actually infatuation or lust. My feelings loud. Our feelings. Yeah, fellas, we must master our feelings.
Philistine.
No, I'm not Philistine. But it's feelings. No. Feelings can lie to you. So you need to answer your question. You need to go with your brain more than your heart. So
80% your brain, then your heart 20%.
But now the heart can trump the brain, it.
Yeah.
But you still can master the love through feelings if you do it right.
This is what I say.
Yeah.
Feelings follow a decision.
Hey.
Love is a decision.
No, it is. I believe it with all my heart.
Love is a decision. Feelings will always fluctuate.
They will
so
do that all the
if you
time.
make a decision, and a decision is made based on logic, not on feelings. If you make a decision that this is a person I choose to be with, this is a person I'm choosing to stay with and be with, that means that when the feelings are down there, your decision needs to stay constant. Whether your feelings are up there or they're down there, your decision needs to stand until such time where you feel that logic has gotten to a place where being with this person is no longer healthy for you. It's hard. It's very hard, but I think we need to be honest with ourselves.
That's where only if we could carry on even longer. That's why I say yazi kubalekile ukuhamba ngelogic, but uhamba nelogic in nothando, surrounded by
and that thing.
Because uthando is a decision. I've learned that years ago. that if I tell you that I love you, it's a decision for me to love you, because it's not easy for me to give love, because sometimes when you give love, it's unconditional.
Thing is, the mere fact is it's unconditional. It means that there's going to be instances where everything in you tells you not to love that person, but because you have made the decision to commit, then you commit. Unless if logic tells you, baf, akusahambi kahle, usakushaya le ntombazane iyakushaya. They're like, no, sharp, no, as in, angihlehla. But says Ham, this is what I want to say. Says Pum. Choose who you want to choose. Be with whoever you want to be with. Be happy. However, just know it's not always going to be highs. The lows will come. But it's not always going to be lows. It's not always going to be highs. But just know what you want, where you stand, what your ultimate goal is. And if those things don't correspond,
some must say go home. Rather, recalculate and then say it's enough.
Because as fun because they are not being honest with themselves. And what if as in is it to come up with being honest with yourself?
And that's what I think this generation lacks. But here's another point. Maybe we'll discuss it on the next episode.
Yeah.
People are not honest with themselves because there's a lack of good relationships out there. So
out there or themselves?
Lalela. Yabo umuntu begazela for nonsense. Because they say there's not going to be any other guy that appreciates me the way that this guy does.
Yeah.
So they stay for... sorry if I nearly swore. They stay for nonsense. So that's why it's being true to yourself is very important.
You know, man, get out to but I'm already putting words together in my mind.
You can conclude at home. But as we close, thank you very much for tuning into another episode of Shanga Shanga Entertainment. Sesifikile sanilethela isubject emnandi guys. Isazokubeka, but please tune in to another YouTube session. Also go to Facebook, also go to Instagram, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Don't forget to always follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. We are Shanga Shanga Entertainment, and we are very active on those socials.
Very, very, very active. If you post something, if you post a comment, we are definitely going to respond.
Even if we do an Instagram live, we will be there, Shanga Shanga Entertainment.
Definitely. Guys, thank you for watching. It has been an amazing episode. Another setting of Shanga Shanga Entertainment coming to you guys every Friday, 7:30. Thank you guys for tuning in.